Hello, beautiful ones. Happy New Year. Happy spring equinox. I celebrate all the New Years and the astrological New Year, where we hit Aries season at that equinox mark, spring in the Northern Hemisphere. I know it's fall for people in the Southern Hemisphere. I'm going to probably refer to the spring energy a little more because the snow is melting here and it's very exciting. We get a long, long winter up north where I live, but we've got a beautiful gathering of people here live and on the replay across the globe to mark this really sacred occasion where we get these twice a year. It's still very sacred and holy, where the light is balanced for just a little bit, right? We have equal day and night, and it's like this pause between the inhale and the exhale. And at the times where we have either the longest day and the shortest night, or vice versa on the solstices and on the equinoxes, we have this opportunity to really communicate even more clearly with our soul energy. And so the intention today is to have us all really have a chance to do that. So before I get into the what and the how, as I'm welcoming you in, I just want to give you a chance to gather anything you need for a like casual ceremony. We're not sitting together. You don't have to be wearing a robe. You don't need to have any particular look about you. I did shower though for you. And the energy is not about like the aesthetic of this kind of energy work. The evolutionary alchemy ceremonies that I do are as similar though to many people say like plant medicines and other things that will open your heart and expand your consciousness and have you channel the divine really easily and effortlessly because of the energetic preparation we're going to do, and we're going to align that with this powerful day of the equinox. And so we're going to receive a lot, but I want you to have a journal and something to write on, have some water with you, and have a space where you can go into a meditation without being disturbed. So please don't try to do this if you're like driving or out walking. You'll need to actually close your eyes or take the soft gaze of a meditation and be able to open them a little bit to write. So you won't want to lie down. You'll want to be able to access the journal because you're going to have guidance come through for you. It is the beginning of the new year, according to tropical astrology, and the spark of fresh energy that is coming in right now is palpable. If you live in the northern hemisphere, like, and spring is coming, that always feels like it. But I mean, on a personal level, I am moving next week, and I just found out that I'm getting a new car engine covered by extended warranties. So a whole lot of new is happening in my life, and it feels like we've been waiting for this forever. The energy of last year and even the last couple months has been like releasing, clearing, letting things go. Let me know if that was your experience that aligns with the astrology and the numerology and the Chinese zodiac, right? We were shedding in the snake year. We had the 9 number of completion and letting things go numerologically. Oh man, and everybody I know had to release a lot, whether they liked it or not. Whole identities were shed. A lot of people were relocated. It really has been. Um, I do know French, Arthony. I could do it in French. I'm just not doing it here. um, if we do look at where we're at right now, it's just this spark energy of like we can start to build, and momentum is going to start to pick up, and we're going to have just like so much opportunity for new to come through. So I want to give you a chance to speak with your body and with your highest self and with the divine itself, but while you're in a very aligned and coherent place in the ceremony today. So we are going to do a bit of energy work to clear out anything that's in the way of you really feeling like there's stickiness inside your energy field or some old stuff hanging on. And we're going to put us into a 0 point place. I'm going to help you really like close the tabs of all of the things that you think that you should be doing. And some of you have done this with me recently. It's still worth doing again before you get into the channeling what is next for you. we'll spend a little bit of time on this, just making sure we can drop into the pure potentiality, right? The fresh start energy, instead of dragging all of the baggage of what has been with us into our soul planning that we're getting to do here. And in that 0 point energy, then before we start channeling what is for us and listen, get some actual practical guidance on like what we can be focusing on for this next season and year and lifetime and whatever comes through for you. We're going to reclaim our magic. We're going to call our power back to us, and we're going to choose that we can move forward without dragging all of that old stuff with us. There is a old paradigm, there's an old identity, there's an old way of being that, you on a personal level have been shedding, I'm sure. Let me know if if that hasn't been your experience. You're like, no, everything has stayed exactly the same this last year. I would love to know, because I'm pretty sure it's been universal and so much has been moving for all of us. But we are going to like pull the power back from the circumstances, because for a lot of us, we have wanted to create, we've been wanting to move forward, we've been wanting new, and it's been tricky. It's felt like the timing was off, or things just weren't working out, or things were taking way longer than we expected, and there were way more roadblocks. Again, let me know if this feels like there has been some of that energy for you. I know it's not just me. But we're about to enter a place with more momentum. And when you're moving faster, we need to be really basically precise with our alignment and with our movement. If you are moving slowly, let's say you're driving a car and your wheel is turned a little bit, you got a lot of time to reorient yourself and correct your trajectory before you fall off the road, right? If you're only going 2, 3 miles an hour. If you're going really fast, then you don't have much reaction time at all before you'd already be careening off. So this is not to incite any fear. I have just been getting this message that because we're going to be moving more quickly, having soul guidance about what is for us is just going to be really important. And literally putting blinders on like you would for a horse, it has also been coming up with, in order to handle this energy, we cannot get distracted by stuff that's not ours to deal with, right? Stuff that is not for us is going to take us out of our path, right? It's going to take us off track much more quickly than it might have in the past. So it's going to be a personal practice for us to be like regularly going, what is for me? What do I need to do? What is my path? Instead of being plugged into what other people are doing, what they should be doing, what people have told you should be doing, right? Like all of those shoulds, they're not necessarily for you. They're just other people's projections of what they think you should do or what you think you should do based upon what they have told you worked for them. That's not going to work very well moving forward. And so realigning to your truth, your path, your magic, and getting that literal soul guidance from yourself today is going to help you be on this path and focus on what you are here to create, what you are here to do, and you'll be able to find more flow with that. You may or may not get brand new stuff. I just want to speak to that, right? Don't be disappointed if all you get is validation today. Let me tell you, that's amazing too, because when we have validation and you're like, yeah, I already knew that, I already knew that. Great, because then you don't have to doubt it. If it comes through again, then you're like, amazing, perfect. If you get something new, amazing, perfect, right? But regardless, it's going to be from you for you. You'll be held in this sacred space, but you're going to be receiving it yourself. And I'll walk you through this energetic process so the receiving gets to be almost easy and effortless. And we're going to connect you to your subconscious mind and the superconscious of divine intelligence, so that when you're in this space, you can literally just make things up. And making it up is what you might feel like you're doing, but you're so aligned and coherent that you're just literally getting the information about you for you. So I want you to give yourself full permission to just lean in and trust what's coming through. And if you're like, I don't know what that means, just imagine that you do. That is the greatest life hack for bringing through etheric information. right? You get a frequency, you get an experience, you have a vision, and you're like, what that means? To be like, okay, if I did know what it meant, what would it mean? Right? Imagine that I could just know. And you can kind of hack your trust in self and just like get it. So that is where we are going. So if you are feeling ready to drop into that energetic alchemy, which is a modality called evolutionary alchemy that I've co-created with Gaia over 15 years of ceremony work with her and with the divine, just let me know saying that you're ready in the chat. And if you're watching on the replay, your energy is still going to be right here with us in the now, in the 0 point moment. Ready? Okay, amazing. Beautiful. So have a sip of water, actually, and then we'll begin. Have your journal close to you. All right, I'm going to be your guide. If you are wandering off and going on your own adventure, that happens sometimes. You can come back and just listen to the replay to do what it is that I'm guiding you through if that feels aligned. So when you're ready, closing your eyes or taking a soft gaze so you can bring your awareness internally. Just feel your heartbeat, even putting your hands on your heart. And we're going to begin with some gratitude. Thank you to your heart for beating. Give your body some appreciation. Give yourself some love for taking the time to show up here and now. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Beautiful. Do it again, but make an audible sigh on the exhale. Inhaling. Sigh it out. Ah. Beautiful. Deepest breath you've taken all day. Inhale through the nose. Sighing it out. Ah. If you need to do any little gentle shaking of your body to release any tension, to move anything that needs to be moved, you can do that here now. And when you're feeling ready, you can take one final inhale, soft exhale, and let your breath return to an easy, normal, natural rhythm. And we'll call in sacred space. And I want you to give yourself permission to fully use your imagination. Imagine that you can feel, hear, see, just know all of the beautiful divine energies that are going to come in presently, and that you'll really feel them more practically and viscerally and tangibly than you have ever felt before. Because this is a fresh start, a new beginning. We're opening sacred space by inviting in your luminous team and asking all of them to make circles around you. And I'm asking them to come in with their full presence, their hearts open, just beaming love at you to fill you up. Kind of like their Care Bears doing a Care Bear stare. So there will be guides, angels, council members, animals, maybe plants and minerals, beings from other dimensions and stars, angels, aliens, ascended masters. Like, let's open to bring as much support in as we can possibly receive to prepare us for this next chapter. I want you to breathe here and notice if the energy is shifted. Your skin tingling. Is the energy in the room that you're in feeling a little more vibrant and alive? Give yourself permission to imagine that it is, that they are beaming their love at you, and it's maybe heating you up, making you feel cool. I want you to feel it in your body or imagine you could. Beautiful. If you have etheric sight, you might just see this big glowing light just lighting up your entire energetic field, supporting you. And we're going to ask them to do whatever clearing, cleaning, and support work that they can do without interfering consciously with this ceremony as possible. Take a moment to give them gratitude for showing up. Connect with them. Send them love. And take a moment to acknowledge, even though there's lots to do, lots to create, and a lot of challenges in this earth life, you are not doing it alone. Any thoughts that you are completely alone and isolated are just fear and separation talking. You have this team always available to you, always got your back. Now they'll stay holding the space, shining their lights at you, refilling you, refueling you, refreshing you, heck, resurrecting some of you, helping you in this new rebirth energy here. All of the re energy comes in at the equinox, right? Rejuvenation, rebirth, resurrection. It's just like we're starting the cycle anew. Every year we move through 12 months, the different 12 zodiac signs, and Aries, where we're beginning now at the equinox, is that initiation, spark of something new, releasing the old that can't come with, but bringing through the wisdom and the experience that you have gained from the last cycle. So, yes, there's fresh start energy, but you're building off of everything that you have already learned and become. Doesn't that sound fun? Doesn't it sound better than totally fresh start energy? We're going to 0 point what no longer matters, but you're still cultivating, everything that you've been building from before this. That feels safer to most of us, right? Not just like, whoop, it's totally new. It's fresh and new and ancient too. So now let's connect in with the energy of the earth herself, with Gaia, Pachamama, Mother Earth, whatever you call her. I would love for you to imagine roots going from the soles of your feet down into the earth, deeper and deeper and deeper, until they reach so far and wide that they actually encounter the core of the planet. But flip your imagination to not the molten core, but the center of the earth and Gaia's heartbeat. I want you to imagine you can feel her heart beating, this pulse that comes from the center and moves up through everything and everyone on this planet. And just ask your heart to sync up with hers, and it will. Inhale here, sighing it out and softening. And to clear out some of that old energy, density, just old life. Like at the beginning of the year, there's old stuff that has come through. I'm thinking here in spring, I'm looking at my yard. There's still some of the old foliage that we didn't fully clean up. And so we want to get rid of that. Not that it was wrong or bad, but just there's time to let things go because their cycle has ended and we need room for fresh energy. So we're going to release energies and densities in us that are just ready to go without judgment today. And I'm going to invite you to imagine that your body is like a jug that's full of water from your toes all the way up to your crown. And we're going to ask everything that is ready to be released from your cells, your DNA, like from the molecules inside of you, just to be bubbled up. Everything that can energetically be released is coming into this water, and we're going to drain it into the earth. And she's going to just take it and you do her beautiful alchemy processes to filter it and create something new. So, using your imagination, pretend there's a little lid at the top of the jug right at your crown, and you can either pop it open or unscrew it. And then, oddly, it drains down and out through the roots. There's another exit, but this lid opening lets things just start to flow out and down, leaving all of this space behind. There you go. Whatever you don't need anymore is floating out of you easily and effortlessly. And you get to breathe into the spaciousness, the space that was left behind, where there's potential for new. And we're going to ask Gaia to actually now bring more of her energy up and through us, up through the soles of our feet, up through our legs, into our body, up through the core, through our hearts, shoulders, into the head and neck, down the arms. And if you can see it, it might glow. If you can feel it, it might be tingly and warm. But if you're just knowing it, I want you to know that it is happening and it's real and it is so powerful. We're going to ask her to rejuvenate you right down to the cellular level. In fact, let's ask her to get into her mitochondria and just give them a little boost with some of that earth energy that she's running. Breathe here. And just notice if you can feel an uptick in your frequency and your, like, it might feel like tingling, it might feel like energy. If you can't, that's fine. Imagine that you could. We're going to ask Gaia now to move through our nervous system and to really support it, to fortify it, and help us translate light. That's what our nervous system gets to do. So we'll be able to decode information from the divine really easily with her help here. And we're going to ask her to do whatever other work, clearing, cleaning, fortifying, activating that she needs to do in the background as we continue. Give her some gratitude, give her some love. And I want you just to notice if by chance you also have a smile on your face or your body, your cells feel like they're smiling. When we are connected, it feels good. Give yourself permission to just notice that this connection with the earth and ourselves feels good. Feels so much better than feeling alone and separate. In fact, this is part of how we reclaim more of our magic, coming into more connection, more union with ourselves and the divine and the world and each other and all that is. While the global forces are trying to disconnect us from our magic light and power and each other, we are going to be the example of what we want to see in the world. Connected, divinely inspired, owning our magic, shining our lights. Yeah, can you feel that? I just felt your light start to grow and emanate out from your body and just start to expand through your field. Bigger. There you go. When we're connected, it doesn't have to feel heavy and hard or scary. But we want to connect not just with the earth herself, but with the all that is, with the cosmos, with the infinite energy of the divine, God, source, the universe, creator, the all that is beyond the stars, beyond the cosmos, into that pre-creation energy of the quantum field. And we're going to ask a divine beam of that pure creation energy to flow through us, down through our crowns, down through our hearts, and into the earth. Breathe here. Imagine the beam not just going through you, but actually expanding to engulf you too. So, like, you are in it, it's covering you. The earth gets to receive this, and she's like, that feels amazing. Thank you. And here, we're plugged back in now to the universal energy. We can tap in to the quantum easily. We can receive inspiration, ideas. We are aligned. I want you to imagine that maybe beyond space and time, but not as infinite as the all that is. There's your highest self, the part of you that is connected to every lifetime you've ever had, every dimension you've existed in. It's like got the eagle eye view of everything that's occurred in the entire space-time continuum in this universe for you. I want you to imagine your highest self now dropping a golden thread down through space-time, down through your crown, and it just moves into your body, through your brain, your mind, down into your heart, connecting with your nervous system. Beautiful. Taking a breath here. We're going to just notice this alignment right above us in this like north-south from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock through us is what we're talking about when we're saying being aligned. Sometimes we can get a little off, just a little bit plugged into other things that aren't us, that are for other people. They might be institutions, grid systems of information, other people, authority figures, governments, teachers we've had. I want you to notice if you have any like plugs that are connecting to anybody that's not you. I visualize them as extension cords that are coming from me and they're like plugged into all of this stuff that's not me. And I just want you to, if you have any, just either unplug by pulling them out or asking them to just get dissolved in divine light. Imagine it and it'll happen easily and effortlessly. Well, okay. We are now connected in to our own authority. If you are an entrepreneur and you have a business that you run, I'm also going to invite you to connect with the oversoul or the soul of your business. Imagine it. Is it above you, around you, in front of you, behind you? And we're going to ask it also to attach with this golden thread. So we're already connected, but for the golden thread to light up and for you to see information and light flowing through it easily and effortlessly. So when we get into connecting to your potential, you're going to be receiving from your business and your beingness. I'm going to ask you now to use your imagination to travel from your head down an elevator into your heart space. Going down, down, down. And there's infinite chambers in your heart. In your heart, they're like, it's a universe, but spelled Y-O universe. So many infinite levels. I want you to go to a place called 0 Point, where it's almost like a room where you can tap into the infinite possibilities. It exists in this now moment, but it's easy to pull up holographic images and projections like it's a sci-fi movie where they're throwing holograms into the air and they can just see whatever needs to be there. Once you arrive and the elevator doors open, you're going to step into this space inside of your heart, in your imagination. Remember, you're just making this up and trusting yourself enough to go with the flow. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Notice the feeling of spaciousness, peace, potential. I'm going to invite you to Imagine that you can pull up in this holographic computer that you can interact with easily all of the open tabs of all of the ideas that you have for all of the things that you could and should and will and might do. And I don't know about everyone, but I certainly have a lot of tabs open. A lot of things that I think I could, would, should, will do, maybe someday. We don't want to minimize these tabs. I want you to give yourself permission to do a closing of the tabs opportunity today, trusting that if you have one that you need, you can open it again easily, but you don't need 178 million tabs open currently. It's taking up bandwidth. Plus, a lot of the things that you opened, that you thought, that you could, that you should, that you will, were actually based off of who you were, not who you are now. And you have done so much upgrading, so much up leveling, so much learning and growing and evolving that you don't want to make bit plans based off of that old version of you. There might be something new. But if it is built off truth, you can easily open it, rebuild it, and focus on that. So I want you to easily, in your imagination, just go through and close the tabs, not minimize them, close them down. You might be able to do bundles of them, but just make sure they're closing and not minimizing. Saying this a bunch of times because I have seen souls kind of cheat at this. I'm like, I'm just going to minimize this one in case I need it later. Like, there is an internet history. You will find it again. Hey. Ooh, feel your body. As you are releasing, closing down these tabs, you might actually find you need to stretch a little bit, like your body wants to move. You are just adjusting to this energy back into pure potentiality. There you go. If it's taking forever because you had trillions open, ask Spirit to help. Hey, Spirit, please speed this up by 100 million years. There you go. Amazing. Take a breath here into this spaciousness, the pure potential, the spark that you are. We're going to get you now to just call back all parts of yourself that you have left in other dimensions and spaces and frequencies. We're going to call all of you back to you so you can be in your most potent and magical form. And I'm going to get you to speak this. It's like an incantation or spell, and just use your imagination, and it will work for you. I'll say it once first, all of it, and then I'll say it again in chunks, and you can repeat after me out loud, ideally, or in your head. All of me come back to me, cleansed, cleared, purified, and divinitized. Now I'll say it again, and you can repeat after me. All of me come back to me, cleansed, cleared, purified, divinitized. All of me come back to me, cleansed, cleared, purified, divinitized. I want you to imagine you can feel yourself returning to you, your power, your magic, soul fragments. They're cleaned up, they're ready. You starting to glow. Some of them are coming from the outer reaches of the known and unknown multiverse. So call them back now one more time with me. All of me come back to me, cleansed, cleared, purified, divinitized. Breathe and feel your power and magic returning into wholeness. Beautiful. Imagine or feel, trust and know that you are powering up right here. You have never been so powerful. You have never been so clear. You know who you are, and you actually don't even know yet what you are capable of, but you have this inkling. You have this feeling, and I want you to know that you are correct. When you think that you are here for big things, you are right. You are here for the most incredible passage, evolution that humanity has ever been through, and you are an essential part of that. Your light, your magic is necessary on this planet right now. And you are here to be the light that you already are and to let it shine more and more brightly. And then you just give other people this permission through your pure beingness that they can also have fun, enjoy life, do the things that they love, and then just be who they came here to be. And for it to ever evolve, there's no destination, just magic and light and divinity in your humanity. You're here to be all of that, messy and perfect, all at the same time. Breathe all of that in. Mm, beautiful. And we are going to ask now for you to receive clear answers to questions about what you are here to focus on and in order to be that magical being that you are. I'm going to ask a question and you're going to just sit and either like meditate and receive, or you're going to journal and do some writing with the answer. If there are other questions that you would rather be asking, you do you. Let me guide you, but not restrain you or constrain you. So if you are doing some writing, mm, just know that you can still open your eyes a little bit and fully still be in this energy. You're that magical, you're that powerful. Before we begin, actually, Spirit's just telling me they're going to do one more little frequency attunement for you. And I get to speak some of my soul's voice or light language for you. Ter ishnaker isnikia tekia danio kestar yata neki astorit natea yamkoyesta ana atoyeki tiro yano tishkiaba daltie ganotikia pea de tashnakar. Just breathe. And remember that you are so freaking magical. At the very core of you, you always have been. And you went on this journey of kind of forgetting so you could have the ecstasy of remembering and getting to know yourself again. The first question that you are going to contemplate in this sacred space, receiving answers easily and effortlessly, and just making it up if you feel stuck, is what do I have to let go of to feel this magical more often? What do I have to let go of to feel this magical more often? Is there anything else that you need to let go of to have the most magical, abundant year? Is there anything else you need to let go of to have the most magical, abundant, and I want to say like joyful year in spite of the outer circumstances? What do you need to let go of? Tapping in for a moment to the potential of this year, let us receive a message or a frequency from who you are becoming. Who am I becoming this year? Now let's tune into where would be the most potent place for you to put focus. This could be for your life, your relationships, your business. What would be the most potent place for you to focus? I give you a few minutes to freestyle with spirit. You can ask your own questions or simply open to what else do I need to know right now for this season ahead? What do I need to know right now for this season ahead? Take about 3 minutes here for you to just freestyle and write or receive what is specifically for you from the divine. Finishing up your thoughts. If you're writing, asking Spirit to bring this to a close. Putting down your pen if you are still writing, and coming back into a space of internal awareness with your eyes closed or that soft gaze. And just feel how you feel right now. Clear, aligned, powerful, magical. Imagine if you did this regularly. Imagine if this was the energy that guided you. You would be unstoppable. If you keep returning back here to this energy and you build everything from this level of faith, trust, soul alignment, divine connection, oh my goodness. Now, just pretend or feel into the other timeline where you do not and you forget that you can get into this space and you don't do it again. Maybe a few months from now, you try. Feel the energy just sort of like almost like fizzle out, like a rocket ship that just runs out of fuel. Realigning with your soul in this way, feeling divinely connected, getting direct soul guidance is not going to be optional with the speed at which we are headed. Not for the people that are here to do big things, right? Not if you are here to create, to move fast, to have joy, to be an example of what is possible. So take a moment to commit to yourself that you are going to live with the availability to the magic that's inside of you. And you're going to speak to the coherent parts of you regularly. Like I would say daily would be optimal. You don't have to take this long, but like commit to giving yourself this gift because you are just so magical. And it is time that you fully owned that divine light that you are. No more hedging, no more playing it small, no more being like, well, I'll do it later. Now is the time. With this spark of the Aries energy and this new year astrologically energy, the equinox energy, I am going to invite you to invite in, if it feels good and true for you, an activation from this spark of the divine Aries energy now. Open to it if it feels good and right, and let it come through and land in your solar plexus or whatever other part of your body is ready to receive it. And take a breath in. And yes, Katy Perry's song is like playing in my etheric ears. Got to ignite that light and let it shine. You're a firework. No, you're so much bigger than that. You are a motherfucking star. This is the energy. Let the Aries spark explode in size and let yourself grow to the size of a star. That's right. Not just a little firework. You have solar mass. You have that gravity, that gravitas. People are going to be magnetically drawn to you. Opportunities, synchronicities, abundance, and magic is just going to fall into your orbit, just like magic. And yes, there will be people who think it's too much, but hungover people curse the sun all the time. The sun still shines. This is you, divine shining star. It's time for your light. The world needs us now to be just in our full power, full magic, shining bright. You're ready. And if you're not ready, too bad, we're going anyway. It's happening. Might as well enjoy the ride. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out. Give yourself some gratitude again for showing up here, for taking the time, for doing a whole hour of energy work, alchemy, communing with the divine, getting guidance. I know how valuable your time is. And I'm so glad that you gifted this to yourself. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself some love. Like, actually be like, oh my God, you're amazing. Because you are. I want you to be your own best friend. Like, respect yourself as the shining freaking superstar that you are. I want you to just really see it through God's eyes, through the divine's eyes for a moment, through your team's eyes. So beautiful. You're so brave for being here right now, and they are so grateful for you. I am too. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm going to close up sacred space by asking that everything we've talked about today, every activation, every clearing, let it be integrated with as much grace and ease as possible, and as much speed as your human can handle. Give gratitude to your team, to the divine, to everyone that has participated live and on the replay to anchor in this collective field and frequency. Give gratitude to the earth, to the all that is. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. When you're feeling ready, you can start to bring your consciousness back into the more waking reality. And you can start to give yourself some gentle touches. You can start to stretch. You can press your feet into the floor, move, sway, caress yourself, give yourself some love, always more love. Coming back. Right, you might need a bit of extra time. You might need to be super gentle with yourself today. Right now, I want you to ask your body, hey, body, what do I need to integrate all of this? Body, what do I need to integrate? I want you to promise to do that. It's usually something basic like drink some water, have a nap, go for a walk. Sometimes it's bigger. If you haven't already blinked your eyes open, suggest having some water and writing down what your body told you to do. I was just like, water. Mm. You're here live. Let me know how you are feeling. If you have watched on the replay, feel free to just put it into the comments. I always read all of the comments. I love to hear, how was that experience for you? Feel free to share as well. If there's anything that you would like to be light grounded or presenced, you can type it in. I will honor it. I will hold space, and I'm pretty sure everyone here will also be holding space for you and the journey that you are on. Because there was nobody here who was not magical as fuck, who's not here to be a light. You know, there's just, that was so amazing. I loved seeing the light that you are, seeing it, feeling it. Advantage of having the psychic senses open. Get to see that star that you are. Sometimes before you even see it and own it. That's one of my favorites, is to help you remember that. I'd love for you to at least type in one word if like typing is too hard because you're still in soul space. How are you feeling now? It's so good. I feel so magical. I feel ready. Hmm. And let me share as I'm waiting for some of these shares to come in that this has been a free alchemy ceremony. I do that maybe once a year, sometimes in master classes too. But like, remember how good it felt to regularly be in this level of magic? This is what we do in my world. If you work with me one on one, if you are in my mastermind magical as fuck, we do it all the time. It's so powerful in so many different ways. There's so many different access points to magic and activations and things. The easiest way to come into my world and to get more of this and to actually get a vast library of resources, activations, not just ceremonies, but all kinds of experiences that use my evolutionary alchemy modality to lift you out of scarcity and into the frequency of abundance and all possibility is inside the Abundant AF membership. And I'm just feeling this desire to invite you to come and play in there, whether you've been in there as a member before or not. And if you use the code frequency, you can join us for a month for $11 Canadian. All right. So, I mean, come play. There is so much magic available to you, potent tools that are life changing, and also the encouragement to regularly do this. This is the thing. It's hard to do it on our own, at least to the like depth that is possible when we're in community. So I will drop, or maybe I'll ask Nicole to drop here into the chat the code frequency and the link to join me inside Abundant AF. The page that describes it does not do it justice because it doesn't list out all of the freaking magic, but it's learning how to live in the frequency of abundance, possibility, access the quantum field, and bring that magic down to earth so you can be the divine light that you are. Business, beingness, like we have guest experts with fascia, like magic and all kinds of things, feng shui, like human design. It's so divine. So that is a beautiful place to come and play and make sure that you are regularly receiving magical tune-ups to remind you who the fuck you are. I want to present some of these here. Thank you. This was wonderful. Amazing. Got an important message today. Until you're in overflow, say no. Good. My new mantra to guide me to not overcommit. Love it. Going to the Oregon coast tomorrow. It's going to be magical. It's what I need to do. Amazing. Um, yes. Thank you for sharing that. Nicole just dropped the link in here. Feeling the integration happening and so excited to practice it now in this new frequency. This is the thing. This work just gets better and better and better. Like if you've done stuff like this with me, like there is no end. I have people that have been practicing magic with me for 6 years and it just keeps getting better and better. And we're like, what even is this? Like, there is no end. There is no upper limit. It is infinite to how good it can feel, how much pleasure you can have in your body, how much divine connection you can have, how deeply you can cry because of how good it is. Like, I want everyone to feel that. I want everyone to live their lives and build their businesses from this place. So come and hang out with me more. You can message me if you're like, actually, I think we need to work together one-on-one, or I want to hear more about the mastermind. I'm not turning this into a big sales pitch. This was me serving you, but like, so much more we can do. I want to play with as many people as possible to bring you into more of this, but then to embody it and live it. Because we also need to like not just do the magical parts, but also the living embodiment, identity work, integration, the subconscious reprogramming, all of that, so it sticks and it's not just a fun party trick. Lots of ways we can play. The Abundant AF membership is the easiest entryway for $11. Like, come and play at least this month. There's not going to be a contract at this time, but I may make it a year commitment. It is normally 77 Canadian or 55 American per month, or about, you get 2 months free if you sign up for a year. Other messages here. Thank you. Looking forward to doing the replay because you got knocked out. This is why I warn people. Sometimes the energy is just like, you need to be asleep for this. Let me just. When we do it in sacred space, it's all for your highest and best good, though. A message for yourself from the season ahead. I am in the biggest healing portal of my life. Yes, it is a big deal. Yes, it takes time. Tiredness is my system still asking for peacefulness and slowness and not acceleration. Thank you so much for sharing that, because like that spark of like momentum, it's going to look and feel different to everyone depending on the season that we are in. So I love that. Got a huge download, the sort that takes a while to decompress. Absolutely. Yeah. What was given today is going to take a bit to unpack. Feeling inspired, looking forward to doing the replay again and to feel connected to myself once more. Amazing. Magical. Goodness gracious. If you have any questions or if anything is coming up after this, please reach out. I am very available. Facebook Messenger is the easiest place to get a hold of me. If that's probably where you know me from, you can email me as well if you're receiving this on my email list. The energy right now is, yes, momentum, but momentum doesn't mean go, 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 push, 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 burnout. We're not doing that again. You probably tried it that way. This is the new fresh energy. So we are integrating momentum and like integration, digestion, rest. Listen to your body. After a big energetic activation like this, you will want to hydrate, bring in some electrolytes, especially if your body's not used to this much energy. This is my body's happy place. My body feels weird if I don't do this regularly. I want it to become your normal and baseline too, because it's addicting. And you'll just be really joyful. And oh, by the way, you also, if you learn to live in this frequency, everything is going to be okay, and you're a magnet for miracles and abundance and magic, and things just flow and things work out for you, and it's like, it's so freaking good. And if something doesn't work out to you, you have the faith and trust that it's actually redirecting you to something even better, so you don't have to spin in self-doubt and like, oh no, why is this happening to me? Like, you can in the moment being like, oh cool, I'm wondering what this is going to bring for me, because it's exactly what I need. I want you to have that level of faith and trust in yourself and the divine. And be gentle with yourself today. Your channel's going to be wide open. So have your journal with you, have ways of recording something that might come through. And I would advise doing something today to really, like, in your own space and energy. Yes, you could do the replay. I'll get that out as soon as possible, but go for a walk or have a bath or lay down and have one of those naps where you're mostly meditating, but like just dreaming. Like, create some space for you to be in the energy for you and open to receive, because there's so much more magic coming through. Stomach is talking right now, digesting the energy in the best way. Yay! It happens to be a PD day, so my daughter is just came in with Lapis, who's been holding space. Charlie's here. She's an Aries baby, so she is excited for this time, but you mentioned, like it's intense. There's some big feelings and stuff like that. So like we have to honor that it's going to be quite an experience for all of us. Oh, okay. Thanks for the kitty love. People are saying so good to close all those tabs. Amazing. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. I can stick around for a few more minutes for those that are here live, or you can message me. But now that I have been becatted with magical lapis, I should make lunch for my beautiful daughter. So I'm just sending you so much love. Can you hear him purring? I don't know if Zoom's actually letting that sound through, but he's purring real hard. I love you. I love you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day.
This is my new
We'll
engine.
talk soon. Don't forget to play.